The world of hip-hop and Sonic the Hedgehog. Two things that go together well even if you don't realize it. Ladies and gentlemen, the rap world is filled with gamers. And none game harder than the Sonic fan base. And that is why I am going to count down the top 5 rappers who love Sonic the Hedgehog. Here are a few stipulations. Number 1, they have to like Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 2, at least something related to Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 3, they can't be Charles Hamilton. I got a call from this Jewish guy. A bunch of muscular black men were around my house breaking windows and shit. Something about a tree, I don't understand, but they don't want me talking about Charles Hamilton, so he's not going to be in the list. I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but I can't do anything about it. Here's a link. Here's a link in the description for like Charles Hamilton mixtapes. I recommend listening to all of them, all of the mixtapes. They're really good. Yeah. Number 5. There are a lot of things you can say about Kanye West, but the one thing you can say is that he is a big fan of Sonic. As you see in this video here, Kanye West is playing the video game Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a Sonic game. Now, we have to put him pretty low on the list because there is a little bit of a scuffle between Sonic and Kanye, and sadly they're not friends anymore. But there is something similar to Sonic and his relationship to Kanye that this rapper also shares. Number 4. Many people agree that Kid Cudi is one of the most influential and forward-thinking artists of 2009. The man also was one of Kanye West's biggest sidekicks. Everything that Kanye West did, he did too. If Kanye West decided to take a poo-poo in his living room, Kid Cudi would be there also taking the same poo-poo right next to Kanye West. And of course, that means that Kid Cudi also loves Sonic the Hedgehog. But unlike Kanye, the kid named Cudi has stuck with his love to the blue blur all the way towards the end. He was seen here partying with Sonic, but in this picture a lot of people got confused because he's riding around in the Death Egg. Does that mean that he wants to kill Sonic now? But after a while, we finally got confirmation that Kid Cudi is a true Sonic fan because he came out as transgender. Number 3. If there is ever a person that really embodies the spirit of the blue blur in his raps, it's Crucified. Crucified is a fast rapper, the fastest rapper ever, obviously inspired by the blue blur himself. I mean, why else would he be rapping this fast? It can't be because he actually thinks it's good. He doesn't actually think that shit's good, right? Like he knows that's fucking trash music, right? Right? Number 2. Now, we all know artists who like Sonic, who emulate Sonic, and will do anything to please the Lord Sonic. But do we know any rappers that have made songs about Sonic? We know 2, and I'm only allowed to talk about one of them, and that is what's the Sapphire 451. The Sonic rap is iconic. Just take a listen.
You're too slow, you're too slow, you're too slow. Come on, step it up. You're too slow, you're too...
Amazing stuff. Now, of course, not a lot of people were feeling this when it first came out, so he made it again.
That you are what you eat, and Sonic eats fast.
Even more amazing, this anonymous artist that we have no idea who they are or what they're doing right now, but what we do know is that when it comes to songs about Sonic, he is the second best option. Number 1. Now I know what you're thinking. After a rapper who makes songs about Sonic, hangs out with Sonic, and at one point was friends with Sonic, you're probably wondering, who could be number 1? Well, it's the only artist that we can honestly put in this list, and that's Tyga. Now I know what you're saying, how can Tyga be in the top 1 position? But it's not because of Sonic the Hedgehog, it's about everybody else around Sonic the Hedgehog. Because in the song, Roger That, Tyga pulls out a deep cut when he says, Sally and Sonia put the pussies on my totem. Now, for the uninitiated, Sally Acorn is the main female character of Sonic Sat-I-Am and one of Sonic's main love interests during that show and the comic books. And Sonia is the sister of Sonic in the underground cult classics Sonic Underground by Tamers. Now, I know what you're saying, how would this even be possible? But you need to understand that Tyga was born in 1989, and he would have been 10 years old when Sonic Underground came out, which is the correct amount of age you should be when watching Sonic Underground. And I know what you're saying, but what about Sonic Sat-I-Am? He would be way too young to watch that show. But what you're forgetting is the comic books, which Sally was in a lot of them. And another thing that makes this an obvious reference is the fact that, like a lot of Sonic fans, Tyga is a child molester.